Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see my screen here. If possible, can someone please confirm if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen clearly? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. So, what we discussed yesterday, typically, we had a discussion on a pipes. There are some of the default pipes given by the framework here, like uppercase, lowercase, title case. What is a pipe here? Pipe means an Angular implementation which is used to transform the data while displaying the data to the DOM. But this will not exactly change the original data. So we have two types of pipes, default pipe as well as custom pipe here. Default pipe is created by the Angular and custom pipe, which is going to be created by the developer based on his custom requirement here. Okay. So this is what, so the default pipes are typically on uppercase, which is going to convert the data into uppercase, lowercase, which is going to convert the data into lowercase, and title case, which is going to convert the data into title case here. After that, number pipe, which is x dot y hyphen z. So that's a number case, currency, and dates, different formats, which are given by the default Angular here. Okay. Now I want to create our own pipe, guys, here. We want to create our own pipe here, which is called as a custom pipe, which we are going to have, which we are going to write here, our own pipe, which is called as a custom pipe here. How to create our own pipe and all those things. First of all, I'll write a small pipe, sir, which is reverse. Okay. Actually, yesterday I was sorry, I thought of reverse is there. We don't have actually. In previous versions also we don't have. Just I forgot that actually we need to write a code actually. Okay. Now I'm going to write a pipe here. What exactly it does actually? Whatever the string it is going to given, it will reverse that. It is going to reverse that and it is given that actually. Okay. To create a pipe. So to create our own pipe, we can use the below syntax, which is ng generate pipe name. Same, right, sir? Ng generate component name. Make sense, right? Sir, to create a component, ng generate component name, right? In the similar way, ng generate pipe name. Or ng gp. ng generate ng gp. ng generate pipe name, which is a pipe name here. Which exactly, what is going to create here? Pipe name dot will create pipe name dot pipe dot th, which is going to create pipe name dot pipe dot th here. In case of component, what, sir? Component name dot component dot th. Component name dot component dot th, right? So here also pipe name dot th here. So which is going to generate a pipe name over here. For example, if I write ng generate pipe reverse, my pipe name is what? Reverse. Which is going to generate here reverse dot pipe dot ts will be created. Sir, it doesn't have HTML, it doesn't have CSS. Whenever I create a component, it is going to create HTML, CSS, and TypeScript file, right, sir? But for pipe, it will only have a TS file. We don't have HTML. Yes. Pipe does not have any HTML, only business logic. That is a TypeScript file. Pipe does not have any HTML file, which is only giving business logic, a TypeScript business logic, which is going to have. Okay? Right. So far clear, guys, everyone? How to create a pipe and everything clear, right? Yes or no? Right. So, which is, I'm going to create a pipe here. NGGP reverse. NGGP reverse. So that it is getting spec file also, guys. I don't need the spec file. This is what reverse pipe.ts, guys. Here. There is some code is written in the background. There is some what code is written in the background, which is reverse pipe. So this is an interview question, guys. What exactly, how pipes are internally implemented, which is pipe and pipe transform. Pipe transform is an interface, guys, here. Typically, pipe transform is an interface which is going to have transform method, which is going to have transform method. Okay. So whenever I call reverse pipe, this is the name I can use to the outside world. Outside world. For example, sir, we wrote this one, right, sir, so far? What we wrote here? Uppercase. So Angular has created uppercase pipe with the same thing. And they wrote in the transform method to convert that into uppercase. Whenever we write variable one uppercase, whenever we write like this, right, sir? Variable one right uppercase, automatically transform method will be called. In the uppercase pipe, transform method will be called, and whatever the output it is given with the transform method, so that will be taken over here. That will be taken over here. Uppercase pipe, which is variable underscore one, which is uppercase. Typically, it is going to convert that into a string, and that will be displayed over here. So what exactly the pipe in pipe workflow? Whatever the variable name which we have, that will be typically having pipe symbol and the pipe name, so that Angular will call the transform method of the pipe here. Typically the transform method of the pipe here. Okay? It will be called. Whatever the transform method is written, whatever the transform method is written, that will be displayed over here. So pipe transform is an interface which has a transform method. Pipe transform is an interface which has a transform method, and the output is given in the transform method here. And the output will be given in the transform method here. Okay? So interview question is, how to create a custom pipe? ng generate pipe name, that is going to create a pipe.ts file. That is going to create a pipe.ts file. After that, okay, which is having a transform method here. That is typically having a transform method, and the transform method will be returned here. Whatever the logic you write inside transform method, that will be returned over here. Okay, so far clear? Any questions, guys, on understanding the pipe? Everyone is clear? Right. Now I'm going to write in a reverse pipe here. So, which is typically having pipe transform interface, which is typically having some methods over here. So, transform, I need only one argument, value, which is of type any, which returns a string, So, whatever I'm giving, uppercase, right? Variable 1 will be the input to the uppercase, right, guys? Yes or no? Variable 1 will be the input to uppercase pipe, yes or no? In the similar way, this value will be automatically taken. The value will be automatically taken. Okay. So, how to return a reverse of a string? Return array dot from of value dot reverse dot join with some space. This will return the string, sir. This will reverse the string. What exactly it does? Array. First of all, I'm going to convert the value into array. I can reverse array. After that, I'll join with a space. This is going to return. Okay? Understand? So, in default component at HTML, I wrote reverse of a string which is variable underscore 8, which is reverse. Variable underscore 8, which is reverse. Sir, here reverse is my pipe, sir, which is written by developer. Reverse is our own pipe, which is written by the developer, sir. Uppercase, lowercase, currency, which is written by the framework. Reverse is my pipe. Whenever this is executed, what happens here? This 8 value will send to reverse pipe, and it is going to call transform method with the value, and it is going to return the reverse, and that return will be returned here. So here I need to import reverse pipe, right? I need to import reverse pipe here. So ng serve. Am I right, guys? So, which is localhost colon 4200. You're able to see Ashok IT came. I did a reverse. For example, if I'm taking, I took a reverse, right, guys? If I write Ashok IT, so that Ashok IT, you're able to see the reverse. So how exactly it called, sir? How exactly it called, sir? This is my input string, which is going to pass it to the transform method. What is this value, sir? What is this value? Whatever I pass variable underscore 8, that value will be passed over here. And whatever the logic, the output of this transform method will be returned here. Any question, guys, on the just our own pipe? Any questions here, anyone?
Sir, transform
So reverse is the inbuilt method, right, sir?
One by one, I'll take it. So reverse is a inbuilt method of JavaScript. Okay. Yeah. Some other person is asking. Sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, transform is the inbuilt method here.
Yes, it's inbuilt method. We
So
need to
yeah,
override.
Yeah, we need to implement again. That is a abstract method inside interface. Or?
Exactly, abstract method. If you see here in pipe transform interface, it is an abstract method.
Okay. So
You saw that,
method,
right?
Yeah.
You need to implement it. How to implement is we write our own logic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we are doing through form is here. What is the array.form?
It is JavaScript our own logic, sir. Array.from. Please create a string array. Array
Yeah.
dot from value of string. It will convert into string dot. It will form a string array.
Okay.
Then we'll reverse that.
Yes. Reverse.
After that, we'll convert into again string.
Yeah.
To reverse a string, this is a logic, sir. This is our logic, sir. Whatever we
Yeah,
write
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Good. Now,
sir, similar to Java world, we have these interfaces in Angular also, right, sir? Where we can see all these interfaces, sir, like any documentation where we can check all these standard interfaces.
we don't have any documentation, sir. Angular.io is a website. In that website, you can see everything. Angular.io. Okay.
Right.
High
like we
level
have sub packages like utils and different sub packages, right, sir? Angular also should have anything, something like that, right, sir? Sub packages, sub interfaces like that, standard ones.
Yes, by default we have. If you see here, Angular core is one interface. Angular forms is another one. Angular router is another one. Angular reactive forms is another one. Like we have sub interfaces. Yes, we have same.
Right. So once we know these core ones, once we know these main ones, we should be almost through, right, sir? Or we need to write customs also, like now and then? We
don't need to write any customs. By default, maximum things are given. Just we need to implement. Right. We no need to write our own package. In Java also we will not write, right? Java.util. Our own package will write? No. We will use the same existing one, same in Angular also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Right. Now, this is, we got some idea about a pipe, right, sir? How to create a pipe and how to use the pipe, right? In the same example, what example I'm going to take care here? What example I'm going to take care here? I will stop this default pipe, sir. I'm done with the default pipe. Now I'll come to my original code, employee details. Sir, I'm coming back to my original code, sir, because I'm done with the pipes, right? I wrote a separate component for a pipes where you can, no need to confuse. That's why I wrote a separate things. Okay. I'm coming back to my details here. Here I want to write two pipes here. First pipe is date of birth. I want to remove date of birth over here. I want to remove date of birth over here, guys. I want to keep age. I want to remove date of birth over here. I want to keep age. So that, I'm sorry, what is the logic? Current year minus date of birth year. Current year minus date of birth year. I can send this value to the pipe, right? Just now how I sent a variable underscore 8, how I sent, right? Similar way, this is a TD, right? This value I can send to a pipe, right? And in JavaScript, I can get the today's year, right? Today's year minus this year. I can give a, right? So now I'm going to create our own pipe here, guys. So let me add one more terminal. Okay. ng gp age. My pipe name is what? Age pipe. My pipe name is what? Age pipe. Let me remove this spec file. I don't need. So age pipe. The first value, I don't need any other extra value here. I'll remove this. Value of any returns. Age is a number, right? Number. Right? So here, let current year is equal to new date of today's date, get full year. This will return 2024, sir. Okay? Current year. Next. Let DOB year, date of birth year, which is of type any, which is equal to new date of, not today's date, this date, new date of value dot get full year. This is DOB year, date of birth year, something like 1990, assuming that. Right, sir? I got 2 years. Return current year minus DOB year. Simple, right? Simple logic, right, sir? This is my current year. This is my input date of birth year, DOB year. Current year minus date of birth year. Current year minus date of birth year here. Okay. Now I want to apply here. So let me apply in employee details, right, guys? I want to write in employee details, right? Yes or no? In employee details, let me import age pipe. I imported age pipe. Employee details component.html. I am going to write one more TD. Not here. Age. I'm going to write here. What I'm going to write here? Employee.date of birth. But I want to give this value to age. My pipe name is what? Age, right? Employee.date of birth is an input that will be given to age pipe. This will be given to this value, so that it is going to calculate that. You're able to see that, guys? 34, 33, 35, 44. You're able to see the value? You got age column, right, guys? Did backend give this data? No, backend is not giving this data, guys. We are transforming the data. We are only transforming the data. This data does not come from backend system at all. This is our transformed data. Clear, everyone? Sir, this is an important interview question, sir. Did you use any custom pipe? Did you use any custom pipe? Yes, I have used. Where you used? Sir, I have a page where we are displaying date of birth, sir. I'm getting the data from backend, date of birth. And I have a requirement instead of date of birth to display the age. So I wrote a custom pipe. How I created? ng generate pipe with pipe name. And in the pipe transform method, I wrote a logic of I'm getting a current year as well as I'm getting the date of birth year. I'm doing minus, subtracting that, and that age pipe I'm using in my HTML, and I imported age pipe in the TS file, so that at runtime, whenever employee.date of birth is giving a value to age, and age pipe is taking the value, and it is calculating this logic, and that will be returned to the HTML. This is my data transformation. This is how you need to explain to the interviewer. Clear, sir? Everyone is clear? Any questions
this
as
pipe,
of now?
this pipe is similar to the Unix world. We have the pipes, right, sir, where we merge some other commands and searches, things like that, right, sir? Is it something
Functionality is
similar?
different, sir. Functionality is different. Symbol is same. Okay. Functionality is different.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Right. Now, what is my other pipe I want to do, sir? One pipe I did it. Age pipe I did it. Now I no need to display date of birth, right, sir? Do I really require date of birth now to display? When age is there, I no need of date of birth, right? Let me comment this date of birth.
So this data we are loading from the static file, sir?
Sir, I told a couple of times, you need to practice. Otherwise, it's a waste of to join the classes. If you're not practicing the code, yes, I think we have seen this code for the last 4 classes, where we are loading this data.
Directly
Static.
loading in this
Okay.
.ps. Right, sir.
I'm telling again, Mr. Not only to you, to everyone.
So can we
Please.
connect to the database, sir? Like MySQL, like Java, we connect, right, sir? We can do those type of things also, right, sir?
Yes, we are going to do that.
Okay.
We are going
okay.
to do that once we go with the HTTP calls. Okay. First
Thanks,
point is, first to practice whatever I told. Okay. First, everyone I'm requesting practice whatever I told. Forget about what I'm teaching in upcoming days. People are only coming to the classes. If you don't practice, it's a waste to join the classes. I'm literally telling. It's up to you how you take it, guys. Okay. Only to join the classes, it's no use at all. Finally, it's up to your choice. Okay. Right. I don't want to comment on that because I can only comment to a certain extent. I cannot go behind that extent here. Okay. No, sir, we are so busy person, super busy person. We don't have a time. Oddly 10 to 15 minutes per day. If you don't have that much time, that's I cannot do anything here. Okay. Finally, sir, I don't want to hear the words. I didn't understand. I didn't get a time. Can you explain once again? Somehow I was not able to do anything. Okay. At the end of the class, how to create a component. I did an error. Those things I cannot, I'm not responsible, guys. I'm not responsible for those things, guys. Right now, I'm explaining the program. If you have any queries, you can ask right now, maybe today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, till the topic is over. Once I'm teaching some routings, hey Vijay, I'm creating a component, I'm getting error, can you teach again? It's not possible. I'm not doing anything, I'm not denying anything here, okay? I'm literally requesting from the day one itself. Okay, right. Now, next one is, what I'm going to do is, gender. Some extra logic, sir. We need to have some extra logic here. What I want is, I want to remove the gender column. I don't want to display the gender column at all. My logic is, Mr. is male, Mrs. is female. And don't ask me the question, sir, if it is not married, Miss or something like that. Okay, I don't have a field here, is that married or not. For male people, Mr. For female people, Mrs. or Miss. I think there is a distinction, but don't worry on those things, guys. Okay, I'm telling, please don't ask the question related to that. Sir, if it is a married, why can't we are not talking about that functionality. Okay, I want to implement a functionality. If gender is male, employee name will be Mr. plus employee name. If gender is female, employee name is Mrs. plus employee name. I want to ignore the gender. I want to ignore the gender column in the output. I want to ignore that. in the employee name itself, I want to write Mr. or Mrs. Understand the requirement, guys? Everyone is clear on the requirement, yes or no? Right here. So I'm going to generate a pipe, one more pipe, ng gp title. My it's a title only, right, sir? My pipe name is title pipe. Any name you can give, sir. There is no restriction here. Any name you can give here, which is a title pipe. Here I need two values, sir. Do we require one value or two values, sir? My logic is what? Gender value I need. Employee name value I need. Please remember, this is the important point, sir. Please focus here, guys. Don't concentrate outside. Just next 5 minutes, please listen, everyone. Small confusion will be there here. That's why, please put your attention towards the class right now. I need two values to be given to pipe. One is gender value, another one is employee name value. Okay? So, first one is, I am going to take care of, which is a title, which is of string. Instead of title, what I can write? Name. Name I can write. And 3 dots, variable number of arguments, right, guys? N number of arguments, right? I told in TypeScript, variable number of arguments. 3 dots, last element in the array. In the TypeScript, I told, I'm taking gender, which is of type string, which is returning string. I'm taking two values, sir. One value is name, another value is gender, and I'll return string. If gender dot to lowercase is equal to male, return Mr. plus name. Mr. plus name. Else, the only one option, right? Return MRS plus name. Make sense? I wrote a title pipe which takes two arguments, name as well as gender. Now, if gender is equal to male, lowercase, just I want to compare because M is capital. I don't want to compare. Let me convert into lowercase and I do a lower conversion so that no need to worry here. Mr. plus name, Mrs. plus name. The challenge here is how to send two values here from HTML. Okay, where I'm going to write title pipe. I imported. Here, I'm going to write here employee name, which is title colon gender. This is the complex, guys. What I'm doing, sir? For employee name, I wrote a pipe. This is the input to my title pipe. First value is this by default, sir. First value is this by default. Next value is colon, title colon. Previously, I didn't give for age. Did I give for age? Because I don't require here. If I want to do extra parameter to the pipe along with this value, if I want to send an extra parameter, let me repeat here. If you want to send an extra value apart from the regular value, what is the regular value here? Employee name will come by default. Along with employee name to the title pipe, I want other value, gender value I want to give here. So colon, what title pipe is going to do that? First argument is this, second argument is this. This is a framework convention. This is a framework convention, guys, here. Right? In our home, first we will have living area, then bedroom, right? I cannot keep bedroom in front of my home, right? That's a convention, right? In the similar way, just a correlation, guys, please don't mind. Employee name, that's a value automatically sent to title, that's the first argument. After that, colon will be second argument. And if you want to give multiple values, one more colon, next value, one more colon, next value, one more colon, next value. How many values you want to give, that many values you can give here. Every value will be given by the colon. So in the pipe, I took two values. First value is name, second value is gender. So that this is the first value. Sorry, this is the first value and the next value here. So let me remove the gender here. I don't need, right? I don't need this gender. I'll remove this gender. I will also remove this gender. Now you got it, guys? Pragati, Akash, Jansi, Hemant, Manisha, Farooq, Priyanka. You're able to see that? We wrote two pipes, guys. Age pipe, title pipe. Age pipe as well as title pipe. So basic requirement of having our own pipes. This is the best example where we can write two pipes here. Okay. So in the running notes, I want to write this note, guys, here. Okay. By default, the input value will be sent directly to pipe. And if you want to add, and if you need to send any other additional inputs, then we need to pass with a colon keyword. Example. So here, this is one value, colon is another value, it is another value. This is what you can give here, where first argument is emp dot emp name, and second argument like that. Clear, guys? So far clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Javed is asking, sir, within the project we can use, sir. In the same project, guys, right? We can use, sir. In any of, if I write one pipe, in the SRC folder anywhere I can use. Other project we cannot use. Right? In the same project we can use, sir. Anywhere, you no need to import anything. Just like you need to import here, whatever the component you need here, that import here, then the definition will come over here. Within the project you can use. Okay? It's a good question, Javed. Yeah. Right. Right. Now, this is what my employee details. Whatever so far I discussed, right? So far in employee details. What topics we discussed over here, guys? First, we bind the data in a beautiful HTML file. That is what we bind the data. Second, we discussed about track by. Correct, right? Track by. If any change is there, only that TD or that TR will be impacted. Entire DOM will not be impacted. Then we discussed about pipes. I wrote a code in a separate file. I wrote code in separate file, pipes actually. Then we came back here. We have custom pipe. We used it here. Age pipe as well as title pipe. This is what so far I told in the list program. But our program is not yet over, sir. Correct, right? Our program is not yet over. What I need to do here? You remember, guys, what I told in the beginning? You remember, guys? So, this is what I told, right, guys? I only wrote this one, guys. Only this one I wrote here. I need to create one more component called as a count component I need to write. What I need to do, sir? I need to create a new component called as a count component. It should have all employees count. Male employees count. Female employees count. All employees count. Male employees count. Female employees count over here. Okay. Sir, how will we get this data, sir? How this data is going to come? Details component should give the data to count component. I am going to discuss here. Component to component communication. We are going to discuss here. Component to component communication we are going to discuss over here. Component to component communication. I have two components. Count component as well as details component. Details component will have the how many employees are there. For example, here how many employees here, guys? 16 employees, right, sir? If I reload, 18 employees, right? My details component will have latest count of employees. How many total employees? Under which? How many male employees? How many female employees? Details component should give the data to count component. I have two components, guys. Details component is list page. Whatever the page I am showing, that is a list page. What I'm going to do here, I want to send the latest data, latest male information, latest female information, latest all information. I want to give to count component. I want to give to count component. I want to give here. Okay. After that, there is a one change. Then I'm going to have a radio button over here. I'm going to have a radio button over here. If I click all employees should come. If I click male employee should come. If I click female employee should. I will give all value or a male value or a female value. The event is in count component, but the data should be reflected in details component. So I'm going to discuss component to component communication. This is the core Angular topic, guys. Very, very, very important in real time. Okay. Two components I'm taking. Two components want to exchange the data with each other. One exchange is giving the number of employees. That is one kind of exchange. Another exchange is whenever an event is performed, that event is given to the things here. So in real time, how two components can interact with each other. That is what I'm going to explain here, guys. This is the very, very important. Okay. If you are able to do this confidently, then only you can write a code in Angular. In your project, you belong to project batch, right, guys? Okay. If you know this concept, then only you can write a code. If you don't know this concept, if you are not able to understand this concept, you are gone. Completely gone. Very, very important topic in my course. This is component to component communication, and end to end you need to understand which code we need to write at what place and why we need to write that code, that I'm going to explain clearly. You no need to worry on teaching point of view. Just please spend time on the code. If you write the code, then only you will get it. Okay. And I'm going to give an exercise, guys. Last time I gave exercise, guys. Let me see how many people did this. I gave an exercise, right, last time. I want to see who are really interested towards the course. How many people did this? What percentage of people did this? Very good, guys. Only 3 guys did this out of 124 people. Sabha, Javed, Jayant. Okay. This is what your commitment levels. This is what your commitment levels, guys. I gave a deadline and I gave enough time also. It's up to you. Okay. I don't want to go here. Again, I will give exercise based on this, guys. Why I'm giving exercise, guys? Okay. That will reflect how many people are interested in the course. To get that reflection, I'm going to keep one more exercise. Products will be there here in the down. Electric products, electronic products, grocery products in the radio buttons. If I click electric product should come. If I click electronic product should come. If I click grocery product should come. Okay. I'm going to give that exercise for you. Yes, Javed, you are correct at the rate of input, because Javed is practicing. He mentioned Javed is practicing clearly. Then only he is able to tell how count is going to come from one component to another component. That's what he told clearly. Appreciable, Javed. Keep this momentum till end of my course. Javed, okay? Till end of my course, keep the same momentum, Javed. Because he is listening and is practicing. That's why he was able to answer to my question. Okay? Right, sir. Let me share the code over here. Yeah, I'm sharing the code, guys. 1 second, guys. Maybe I need to write the code over here. Title custom pipe. That's what I'll write. Custom pipe, right? So this is custom pipe. I'm going to zip it. Custom pipe with notes. Right. Okay. Right, sir. Any other question before I wrap for today? As of now? Yeah. Sir, Saturday is a holiday, sir. For Ashok IT. 1 second, guys, please. Saturday is the Ashok IT holiday on account of this Ganesh festival. Monday, no class from my side. From my side, Monday, no class because I'm traveling outside. Okay. So Saturday is the official holiday from Ashok IT perspective. Monday is I am taking the holiday. So Tuesday we are going to have regular classes. Okay. Is it clear? Yeah. Go ahead. Someone is asking question.
Sir, to import the code, can you show how to import, sir?
You need to extract the code, file, open folder, and you can mention the folder name. That folder name, that's it. Okay. No.
Right, sir. Then we can give those commands to execute them, right, sir? Usual
Correct.
commands.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you.